that's never been heard. How do you know when you hear the call? What do you do when you've done it all? Cannonball, 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 cannonball. It's not what you do, it's how you do. Be anything you want to be. It's not what you got, it's how you use it. You be you and I'll be me. It's just a matter of style. You can't fake it. Mile after mile, feeling free. If you got the soul, you can make it. Move 'em out, let 'em roll. From sea to shining to sea. What do you do when the mountain is there? How do you answer the challenging day? When your back's against the wall, what do you do when you've done it all? Cannonball, cannonball, cannonball. It's not what you do, it's how you do. Be anything you want to be. It's not what you got, it's how you use it. You be you and I'll be me. It's just a matter of style. You can't fake it. Mile after mile, feeling free. If you got the soul, you can make it. Move 'em out, let 'em roll. From sea to shining sea.
Headquarters, we are still in pursuit of the black Lamborghini.
Car 42, you've been in pursuit for 2 hours. Another 5 minutes and you'll be in Arizona.
Yeah, and we're gonna stay in pursuit until we catch him.
It didn't take us that long to catch Dillinger.
But yeah, I sure am doing it in a Leopard and Juttle both, because I'm doing it with two tunes, Malcor and Jamyl. This is let's look at their they get their matching race uniforms, because we're about to switch over to Malcor to do some work on him. So there's Jamyl in her race outfit. Yeah, right. Yeah, we got matching outfits. Me and Jamyl. Malcor and Jamyl are in the race together. They're a team. They're Team Rex. T-Rex for short. Right? I like that, right? See? So we're Team Rex, man. We're ready to do this thing. I've been researching, dude. I've been doing everything. I've been putting skills in the queue. I looked up some old forums about, adding some skills and stuff like that. I've been doing every fucking thing I could possibly do, dude. I know I won't win or even get on the leaderboard, but we'll give it a good shot. I even have strategies for low sec. Some of them were suggested. Some of them were my own. I have multiple tabs opened up. I got the leaderboards tab. I got the dev posting in the forum tab. I've got an article written by a guy who's already completed the entire thing, and he already got an article out in like a day, right? But it was a very, very informative. And then I got a how-to, like from way back when, that tells all different skills and modules that will help and stuff like that. So different just little tips and tricks. And I get those tabs permanently open I don't know. I don't know if the odds will be in my favor. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm really gonna give it my level best. I'm not an expert at this game. There's dudes in this game far smarter than me, and I have a feeling that I don't know how they're gonna do this, man. Because if they're gonna do a leaderboard by strict one person per slot, then I don't know, because I think it's gonna come down to like milliseconds, man. I mean, seriously. I mean, the timers, I don't know how they're going to work this, because I think the top winners will probably be leopards or something like that. And it'll be, people will be coming in so close to each other in times. It's just going to be interesting to see how they break it down and everything. It's a real learning process for me. I've never done this before, although I guess this event has happened before. But this is my first one. But like, I got so into it yesterday. I spent all yesterday moving out here and preparing my mind, and I even got the first route. The first leg is only 3 jumps, all in high sec, so we can do that easy. We'll definitely knock out the next leg of the journey. Now the proving grounds thing, we're gonna have to think about that. I don't know, because then I gotta move them back somewhere else and put them in a frigate. And I don't know if I'm into I'm into the trying out the proving grounds. I'm just not into the work of moving these tunes off the race course. So I think we'll just stick with the race stuff. But it's very exciting. I'm very excited. Very exciting content. I love it. I think this is great stuff, man. And then we got our fireworks. We're ready for whenever they call for fireworks to be had. We're ready. So. I don't know if we're gonna win. Like, it's in number 1 win. But I just want to get our names on that monument. We're gonna finish it no matter what our times are like, whether we get killed or not. We're gonna finish the race out and get our names on that monument. If Jamyl and Malcor get their names on that monument, and Rex, I think, already has his name on the M2 monument, it means the entire family, all 3 of my tunes, will have their names on a major monument somewhere in New Eden. It's pretty epic, man. Rex family doing good, man. Representing. T-Rex, baby. Woo, woo. Okay, I gotta log into Malcor and get him ready. She looks pretty ready to go. She's gonna do the test run. She's going to do the first run in all the legs, so. And there's that leopard you were talking about. Come on. Come on.
Warp drive active.
And we're off on the race.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Warp drive active. 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 Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. drive active. Docking request accepted. Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Docking request accepted. active. Warp drive 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 active. Permission requested. Docking request accepted.
It was a good hour of racing. I mean, I'm kind of tense about it, right? Because I don't know what to expect. I mean, everybody knows this thing is happening, right? So, but I did a lot of research last night, a lot of preparation, and and this is just the first lap. Then you get into the time trials where you try to get on the leaderboard, and that's where you get on the monument. You got to finish one whole lap of time trials, and you get your name on the monument. So a lot of content to go. That's why I figured I might as well dive into it today. I didn't do the Echo stream. I went ahead and started with this. Led off with this. I'm prepared to go, I don't know, good maybe 9 or 12 hours even, depending on how. I do have a special strategy that might get implemented at some point, depending on the routes, and that will require us pretty much ending the stream until like a weird time. Like, anyway, I can't reveal I don't want to reveal too much of my OPSEC of my secret racing plan, but we'll see how much of the easy stuff we can get done today anyway. Actually, finishing up the first waypoint now. First waypoint in the race. So, I mean, I was wondering if we could even figure out how to do it, and now we're out here and we're in a team. We got our team uniforms. We look professional, sharp as shit. Jamyl out here in a nicely skinned Mimitar shuttle, and I'm out here in a matching leopard. And we're jumping, man, and we're getting it. Usually I send her first, but I had a drug timer going on the last leg, so I went ahead and rounded the bend, so to speak, without her. And now she's catching up to me. Usually I send her ahead first, that way I learn on her tune anything I need to learn. She's kind of like the canary in the coal mine, and then I send Malcor out to do that leg. It's supposed to be like tours of these monuments and shit like that, but I'm not stopping for that shit. I mean, I can go back later, do a whole stream of just going to the monuments and taking the tours, but right now I'm just trying to finish that fucking shizzle. It's a race, not a fucking goddamn vacation. A fucking race, man. Federation Grand Prix, guys. Fun stuff. Gonna be going on for about 7 days, as I can tell. At least the daily logins last that long. We'll see how far down the road we get. The goal is absolutely to get mine and Jamyl's name on the monument. I don't expect we're gonna win or even get on the top 10 of the leaderboards and get any really big prizes, but if we finish the circuit, we get our names on the monument. That's what was promised in the packaging. So we're gonna shoot for that, man, and do the best we can. Go as fast as we can. Jump, you know. And then we'll be back next year. Me and Jamyl probably will be like a tradition. We're brother and sister tunes in our storyline. So it'll be our thing that we go out and do the Federation Grand Prix together. Whether or not we'll fly in shuttles next year, that remains to be seen. We just have to see how this works for us. Definitely a good chance to take the Leopard out, dust it off, you know. You don't get to use the Leopard that often. I do use it occasionally, though, for strategic stuff and whatnot. But it's nice to be able to take it out and live in it, man. Living in it. And Jamyl looking nice, all sporting her fucking skin and stuff. So we look good, guys. We look pro out there on the circuit, man. T-Rex, man. That's why I decided, cheesy as it was, I decided to go with Team Rex because you could shorten it to T-Rex for like the memes and the merchandise. Maybe someday, maybe next year I'll be more prepared. We'll sell merchandise. We'll sell T-Rex t-shirts. Federation Grand Prix t-shirts, man. With the T-Rex logo. I'll make up a little team logo for us and stuff. Didn't have much time to prepare. This caught me by surprise. It was just there, and I was on my login, and I was like, oh, well, this is going to be a fucking blast. And it has been. So far, it's completely lived up to those expectations. We'll stream it all, guys, and probably archive a bunch of this. I mean, I'm still dwelling on that aspect of it, but I think we might stitch it together into a little mini documentary on our experience in the race. It's been great so far, though. Prepared really well yesterday, and we got ourselves to the start line and to the headquarters in Luminaire. Brought a few items with us. And we're setting up shop out of there now. We're based out of Luminaire for the entire race. Both me and Jamyl. So it's like a little vacation, man. And I'm actually thinking of moving. Luminaire is one of those places on the list, too. So it's actually a nice road trip. Get to check out some stuff. It's going to be a great event, guys. We're going to do a lot of streaming. I think I'm putting the Echo stuff to the side for a minute. The Echo streams, all other streams. We're going to just stream this content straight through. I think I can always redo my time trials too, like if something happens. And I'm prepared to lose the Leopard, or the shuttle for that matter, but not that the shuttle matters. And I'm prepared to lose the Leopard and even replace it at least once before I get discouraged. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I don't want to lose it. But I did come out with the notion, and of course I ditched my implants. It goes without saying. I got rid of my implants, so I'm in a jump clone. I'm in a naked jump clone. No loss there. But we'll see what happens. Not that I'm like foretelling loss. It's just parts of the course are supposed to be reasonably dangerous. So I mean, I'm using a sort of a, in-space racing technique that I cobbled together from some research last night. So far, it seems to be smooth and working. So I'm gonna stick with it. That's the plan. Having a blast, living the good life, guys, out here. You said you could do it in a racing yacht. That's another option. We'll see. I'll look into that. We'll see. We'll run the entire race before I make any ship decisions for next year's team. But for next year's T-Rex ship. But I mean, at least in theory, in the literature, it can be done in, like, say, the Victoro racing yacht. It would be marginally safer. Whether it would be quicker or not remains to be seen. It could be an experiment where we do it in the shuttle and the Leopard this year, and I'll write down our times and then record our final times, and then next year see if we can beat them with luxury yachts. It's an expensive race, though, if you hull out, man. It's marginally more expensive, especially if you take out a covert ops cloak with you. So I have lost a Victoro luxury yacht to Triglavians, so it can happen. And of course, they're trying to push everybody to do it in the Interceptor, giving away that AI pack, that expert pack. So they're trying to get you to go out there in an Interceptor and do it. I've seen a bunch of Interceptors out there. I've seen a Leopard out there racing. Funny enough, the Leopard I saw last night was owned by a friend of mine. And for a minute, we were kind of semi-racing on the way to Luminaire, like in our Leopards. She might have had to turn off or whatever. She might have beat me. But she was ahead of me, but for some reason I started pulling up on her. She was ahead of me by almost a whole tick, by almost a whole second. And then I think I was inching up on her, and she may have got gummed up too. So I lost sight of her. Anyway, it's hard to keep sight of each other when you're both in Leopards, because they're virtually invisible out there. I mean, just by the nature of their speed, not by cloaking, but just by they're so fucking fast. And of course, I spent all night and all today, and I'll spend the whole race training into skills that will supposedly make you a better racer. So. Oh yeah, it's a great way to get tooled up on some skills too. This is, there's nothing wasted here in any of this gameplay. You get skill points for doing stuff. I mean, you get these great useful prizes and skins, and you get to get your manual piloting skills down, because I mean, I think anybody would agree with me. I don't know. I'd argue till the cows come home anyway, but manual piloting's obviously the way to go, right? I mean, that's how you can absolutely get the most mustard in it. So you get to really get your own manual pilot. I got my own sort of manual piloting technique, right? Everybody should have their own. It should be something you're really comfortable with, so you can go really fast, right? Sort of makes sense. Nice to leave the waypoint, leave for the first waypoint of the race from a private structure. Got the nice tether. We won't be doing that during the time trials, of course, but kind of fun. Away we go, guys.
Warp drive active. 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 active. Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Alright, and that's the first waypoint, boys and girls. The whole team is here. Malcor's also in this station. We'll see what comes next. But we're at the first waypoint of the Federation Grand Prix. And we're in one piece. Team Rex out here representing. Ruh-roh! The Malcor Rex. The Team Rex secret strategy just kicked in, guys. So only the first leg is a freebie easy one. The first waypoint. Yeah. I have a strategy for doing that, guys. We're gonna also record this, guys, I think, and download it and edit it up for like a little mini documentary of our involvement. The race, as you can see, is just starting. Today is officially the second day. The first day kind of caught me by surprise, so it found us packing up and researching and training skills, and then also getting the ships, to a temporary base out of Luminaire, which is kind of the headquarters for the race. Starting line is there. So, yeah, that's gonna bring this stream to a close, guys. I'll probably stream again later today. I'm not sure what. I have to think about it. But this race is really cool. But we won't be running any more of it in this time zone for a minute, as you can see. And like I said, we have a strategy to deal with this, so but it doesn't involve doing it right now. So, but we made some progress. Bring up my race board here. Only day 2. By tomorrow, we may even be able to make it to this prize, which is a good prize. It's useful in the race itself. I've been collecting up everything from Coiffe energy drinks to these velocity boosters whenever they give them to us. And you got to kind of train into them, so I'm going to go set that up now for Malcor. But we'll save them if we can for the time trials. What you do is you run the entire race once as a spectator. You run it just as a dry run, and then you get to go through and do the time trials and run it to be, and that's the run that's important. Not because I think we're going to win on the leaderboards. Team Rex isn't probably ready for that kind of a win yet, but so that we can get our names on the monument for the race. and we'll talk more about that as the race draws on. There's at least 7 days worth of daily login giveaways queued up, but I think I don't know. I think the race runs even longer than that. So, but we'll do the best we can. We'll push forward. We'll make it forward tomorrow. At least one little notch, but now it might bog down a little bit because, like I said, we have a strategy to deal with this. So. And the goal is to run the race, and to be honest with you, a sort of a secondary goal is to run the race and not lose our ships. That'd be great. So we'll see what happens. So Malcor has the same outfit as well. That's our racing outfit. Team Rex, short for, we can shorten it to T-Rex if we want to. We'll do it next year too, because we'll have institutional knowledge now about the race, so it'll be a lot easier to tune up for this next year. Somehow I got to figure out how to get a heads up for some of this shit, because this content really caught me by surprise. I mean, I didn't even know about this shit until literally I logged in that morning and I was like, oh, there's a fucking race. And I had to drop like everything to prepare for it. So on the first day, one of the things we did is research too. Like, I can show you some of the research I did. So this is the main forum announcement announcing the Federation Grand Prix to the world of New Eden. There's the logo for this year's race and stuff. It just announces it and tells a little bit about it, some details. This is another forum posting by one of the devs, specifically the dev that's handling the scoreboards, and that's, you can see the eastern route is the first of the leaderboards to come online. And I think that's the route I'm on now, but I can't be sure. But I'm pretty can't be sure, right? I think that's the route me and Jamyl are out on now, is that route. And if I'm not mistaken, it should be around 33 or so jump. Sorry about that, I had to work on the audio. Anyway, so yeah, that's the first leaderboard. There's 3 other leaderboards that you can follow in real time on this post here. And this post here was literally a how-to thread. It's really old, showing how long this event has been around. I mean, the thread was started in 2012. But it actually turned out to be pretty useful. It gave me a lot of tips on different modules, also some training that I could throw in the queue. It would be helpful in the race. So that's another article I'm using. And I used as a template to kind of put together a race strategy. And this nutball here, he's a blogger. It's on TAGN blog. Anyway, this nutball here, he logged in on day 1, guys. And he completed the entire circuit twice on the first fucking day of the race. And if that weren't enough, this Superman knocked out a fucking flawless article with illustrations and got it out on day 1. So this guy's kind of a fucking Superman. But it was very informative article. It led me through a lot of the different little mechanics of the race that was very, very fucking helpful. Very helpful to get a first-person viewpoint inside the race by a guy running it. So that article, that's the last of them. That's the 4 articles that I researched up, and I've been basing our race strategy off them ever since. So. Now, I know you guys are cheering for Team Rex, right? in the race. So now you guys got the routine. All of my content, every single bit of it, from here until the time the race is over, is going to be about the race, with some special focus on, hopefully I can find out when they're doing the fireworks at the end of the race. They're actually giving out fireworks boxes. I think I got my first one or two of them already. So I should have plenty of them by the time it's over. And I know you guys are cheering for Team Rex, so we're gonna cover this, guys. And I'm using all of my extra time. I'm not doing any echoes or anything else. I'm editing this stuff on the fly. So because it's gonna produce a lot of material for YouTube, like many hours of material. But I'm editing it on the fly. Like after each segment, I download it and literally chop it up before the if I got time before the next segment of the race streamed. So we'll stream any kind of like special events related to the race, any kind of gatherings or fireworks or anything like that, which I suspect will be more near the end of it, not here at the beginning. This is day number 3, guys, of the Federation Grand Prix. And it's me some of the most exciting content of the year, guys. Now, I've never done this race in years past. I've ignored it. But in the past year or so, I've come up with the idea of doing my own race. And so this is a real educational experience for me to see how CCP runs a race like this, and how, give us ideas of how I can adapt that to run our own race as well. So, and also because it's based out of Luminaire, and Luminaire is like top on the list of places I want to move to, I'm also going to spend some free time shucking around the local systems and seeing if Luminaire is a suitable place to set up shop. So I'm covering a lot of birds with one stone. We'll be out here in Luminaire, basing out of Luminaire, or in space out on the racetrack. We'll be one way or another for the whole duration of the race. We won't be in Jamyl. We'll be out here doing the race. So we moved out here on day 1, brought everything we could in the little boots of our shuttles, and this is it. We're out here for the duration of the race. I love that we have matching uniforms. I think that's so professional. It's so cool. Next year, I'll know that, I'll have some idea of when this is going to happen. I'll have maybe even a website up for Team Rex, some kind of a team logo, race logo, or whatever, and we'll get even more into this content. But I love it. Now, if you're thinking of racing, it's still early in the race. You could do it. You could come out, and we could help you guys figure the race out. So anybody who wants to actually do this content, there's still some time. You could catch up. You'd have to take some risks, but you could catch up with the pack and be able to do the race content. Very exciting stuff, guys. Very exciting way to kick off the year. We won't win, but our goal is just to complete the circuit. If we can do that, I'm going to celebrate like a motherfucker, man. I swear to God, because it's a grueling circuit, guys. I mean, it's funny, we started the race yesterday, we're like, oh, this is easy. Right? Like the first couple of legs were like 2 hops, 3 hops, right? It's like, oh, this is easy. This is fucking nothing, man. And then, bam, bam, now you get to visit Losec. And they give out tours, guys. Each of these legs of these races ends at a monument. And they got like tour guides and stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't got time for fucking tours. I'm running a race. I'm not here as a fucking tourist. I'm here to go fast. So I've missed all the tours and everything. I just read the little synopsises about what the monument's about. And we get to see it briefly because you got to get up about 50 kilometers from it take it off your list, but like, I'm not fucking gonna stop in the middle of a race and take a fucking tour. Are you fucking kidding me? Maybe we'll do it afterwards, and then I might consider doing like some sort of a more extended tour after we finish the circuit, but it's like, fuck that shit.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Malediction's staying right on my ass, and he's red as fuck, man. There he is again.
Warp drive active.
Did you see all the wrecks back there, guys? One gate had like over a dozen wrecks, man.
Warp drive active.
The Stargate is called Exit.
Warp drive active.
Hey, we're looking for the black monolith, guys. Let's hope it's easily findable.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
That was scary. I wonder why you didn't try to take me. Okay, I gotta do something, guys.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Oh, no stations anywhere, man.
Warp drive active.
Can't find a place to dock up here, guys. fuck me, guys. What am I gonna do?
Warp drive active.
Well, fuck me. There's an Astro House right there. Okay.
Docking request denied.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Oh, well, go fuck yourself. Where the fuck do I dock up? There's literally nothing out here. I gotta go back. Where the fuck is Luminaire? I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. Oh, this is fucking hella bad.
Warp drive active.
There's nothing. I'm like in this dead end fucking nook of fucking low sec hell, man. I'm gonna back out of the system if I can get. I gotta get somewhere peaceful where I can study.
Warp drive active.
Like fucking hiding in asteroid belts. This is crazy. So much for bringing Malcor through this morning. He's stuck back there wherever. I wish I knew where he was, actually. Okay. Looks peaceful. Alright, I need to get back to the last fucking waypoint. What the fuck was it called? See, I can't. I'm lost on the circuit. I can't remember where I just came from. I want to do my route in reverse, but Malcor's there. But I don't know where he is, though. I don't know what it's called. Well, let's go back here. It's the nearest green. I still don't see any goddamn stations. None of these systems have stations for real? Well, we gotta get out of here. We're gonna head to Sanctum. Fuck it. How come I can't set destination? Alright, so way out.
Warp drive active.
This is kind of scary, guys. Running around, hiding in asteroid belts. Fucking reds everywhere.
Warp drive active.
Flying around Wosek like I own the place, and I definitely do not own Wosek. Whew, boy. We got the goal, we got to the black monolith thingy. Didn't even get a look at it, man. Look at all those wrecks, guys. Somebody was busy at that gate.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Well, that was a rush. That was a fucking rush, man.
Warp drive active.
This might even be where Malcor is docked. I'm not even sure. I have literally just run blind into like the nearest fucking green spot with a fucking station.
Warp drive active.
Can't believe that one structure wouldn't let me in. That was crazy. You know, you don't get to hear that very often. Docking permission denied. What? I hit it like twice too. I kept like trying. Like it was gonna let me in on the second try or something. Well, I'm about to dock Jamyl. I gotta bookmark this place and find a way to send that information over to Malcor.
Docking request accepted.
I damn well better let me in. There was nothing down on that end of the... They even had a name for it. It's called Dead End, man. That's what they call the solar system on the very end of the chain, man. They called it the dead end. I'm like, holy shit, I have truly reached the middle of motherfucking nowhere. Whew. Wow. The key is to not stop moving. Ever. With the leopard, I got the speed and agility. I just gotta not stop moving.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Fuck, if that wasn't scary. My fucking heart pounding.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Fucking monuments at dead end. That's crazy. Gateway, exit, dead end. I mean, you just know you're heading off in the middle of nowhere, man.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
There it is, dead end gate, guys. Now I'm going to stop on the other side while I'm still cloaked. I'm going to load up the bug out bookmark, and that should be good. Should be able to do this clean. Whew. I didn't even see the thing again. I forgot to look at it. I was too busy looking at my overview. Nice. I think I made it in and out though. I got my tag on the next stop is the second waypoint of the race. I'm gonna press on. I make it out of here. This gives me confidence. Whew, that was hairy, man. That was fucking hairy, man. Phew! Medium security space.
Drive active. Drive active. Drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
I gotta do a reboot, reset the sound. And we moved up the track a little bit. Now we're gonna try to really dig in and hopefully bust some moves and not die. It was a dangerous session this morning, guys. We went through a huge strip of low sec, and they took us all the way down this pipe, this one-way road, this like one-way Stargate path or whatever. And the names of the gates were like Gateway, and like the monument was at Dead End. That was the name of the solar system. There actually is a solar system called Dead End. Right? And like, and I look around for a station to dock up in, fucking nothing. And that was a bit of a hairy moment, but we got docked up finally. We're here in Madomi, both me and Malcor Rex. I'm on the Jamyl Rex tune right now. She's gonna go first. That's been our standard practice. And yeah, it's been quite an exciting race. Been saving up a lot of video, even editing it on the fly for YouTube. We might get the first one done before the race is even done. So yeah, it's all about the Federation Grand Prix, guys. We're gonna win it. We got matching. Jason hasn't been here. We got to show off the matching uniforms. We got matching race uniforms. We are Team Rex. Otherwise, you can call us T-Rex. Right? Isn't that cool? And it's just Jamyl and me out here doing the race, man. Them's our racing duds. Racing uniform, whatever. Oh, this race has been one of the funnest things I've done in EVE Online, and I've done a lot of really fun things. I don't know why I avoided this race all these years. I don't know what I was thinking. This is a blast. We'll do Team Rex next year. I didn't have any warning at all. This thing hit me like a bug in the face at 80 miles an hour. I mean, I logged in the morning and it was just boom. The races started. Here's your giveaways. And I'm like, I had no clue it was coming, no chance to prepare. Next year I would have like a logo for our team ready, maybe even a little website for our team on the race, everything. I think this shit is amazing. But I'll be able to prepare next year. There was a lot to do. Day one, this is day 3 of the race. We lost all of day 1 in preparation because I only just found out when I logged in that day. And I logged in late, like in the evening. That was not an early login day, so spent the whole day. We did everything, man. First we moved. We got a couple of ships, and moved us and some stuff, whatever our little shuttles could hold, out to Luminaire for the duration of the race. So that's the headquarters and the sort of starting line of the race. We're out on the circuit now, but we'll return to Luminaire. And then I did research. I got like 4 tabs open. I show people occasionally the research I've done to kind of come up with a racing strategy. And we did that the first day and came up with all kind of ideas and everything. So, and that was kind of the end of the first day. I mean, we didn't even get onto the racetrack. And then day 2, we did a decent amount of racing, but I mean, we started anyway, and it was feeling good. But then we came into it starting to hit low-sec sites, and I had a strategy I wanted to try, and it was a good portion of the race to try it because it was all low-sec. It wasn't just like a few low-sec jumps. It was all low-sec jumps. So we tried that strategy this morning. It would have been a bit smoother if I learned one important lesson, and that's you need to research the landing system, like the system where their monument is, so that you can figure out where you're going to bug out to for a station. Because you can't hesitate at the monument. He who hesitates is lost. That's kind of the key rule. For us, with the ships we're flying especially, we got a shuttle and a Leopard. If we keep moving, we're pretty goddamn safe. I mean, we're as invisible as you can get without a cloak. But the key is to keep moving. And where it gummed up this morning's session is I came out with Jamyl onto the monument, did the drop down, and there was nothing, not only in that solar system, but there was no structures for like many solar systems. I had to go right back up the pipe again to almost where we started. And I did that with all kind of bad actors in space around us while I was trying to figure that out. And then once I did, and I had a waypoint, we pulled Malcor through really quick and easy. Although he did go through a fight at a gate and a bunch of other interesting stuff. So that was a really hairy little hairpin turn there, if you will, on the race. So I decided to do it at like downtime. That was my strategy, was thread the needle right at downtime. So just as the server came back up, literally just as the server came back up, I jumped on and we did that. And I think it was lucky for us. If we hadn't done it then, we would have died. Jamyl probably at least would have died, because that was a big fuck up. And we had people staring at us like fresh meat, man, because we were just dead in space at the monument. So it was hairy. So that's kind of your race rundown. That's an update for you, Jason, on what we're doing. We're going to push forward. It's 11 days of content. We'll be completely involved in just that for the entire 11 days. So, and we're a little behind on the course. Like a lot of the racers are kind of a bit ahead of us. One might even say way ahead of us. So my goal in this session, I guess, is to try to catch up and not get killed. So we'll see how it goes. It's like the cannonball run, man. I mean, anything can happen to you on the way. So everybody from the cops to the bad guys are after you. So and everybody knows this is happening, right? This isn't like a secret. But the race course is packed. There's every station along the way usually has races in it. So there's a lot of camaraderie out on the circuit. We're coming up now. If we complete this leg right here that I got queued up, we will be at what they call waypoint 2. Which I don't know what the waypoints even mean, but it sounds like a good thing to be at 2 rather than at 1. So, on dock will be to waypoint number 2. It's not a historical monument; it's just a beacon. And then we'll see what comes next. I'm gonna double check my intel here real quick. Want to make sure we got our bug out point at the waypoint set. Alright, I'm kind of feeling it. Let's do it. Let's do this race thing, guys. Wish me luck.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Permission requested. Docking request accepted. Warp drive active. 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 Docking request accepted. Warp drive active.
Thank God to be back in high sec for a minute. Whew. Long morning of low sec stuff.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Oh, there it is. It's even on overview.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Docking request accepted.
Oh, we're going to the cemetery next. Oh, that's so cool. Malaya Cemetery. Wow. I won't only get a glance at it, though. Under race protocol, I don't stop and tour it, but wow, we're going to the Malaya. I gotta make sure to get bookmark of that while I'm there. Oh, beautiful. It's an entire high sec run, too. That's fucking sweet. Oh, yes. Fucking loving it, guys. Loving it.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
right? That's a good place for a break. We're going to Malaya Cemetery next, boys and girls. It's a great waypoint. We won't get to see much of it, but we're gonna be within 50 kilometers of the great Malaya Cemetery of New Eden. Very fucking cool. A lot of these monuments, I have no idea what they are. That one I do know a bit about. So I know I want my corpse put out there in Malaya, if and when that sad day ever comes. Oh yeah, Malaya Cemetery next, guys. I'm gonna puff one up for all the fallen Eve players, man. We'll pause here for a moment of reflection for all the Eve players that are interned in the Malaya Cemetery, which is our next stop. It's high sec, so once we tag it, we'll stop and look at it too. We'll at least zoom in on it and take one quick look. We can risk that because it's a high sec. So it's an entire high sec route ending in a high sec site. So we'll go ahead and take a quick look. Our respects. You like to know where we are on the circuit. They should make a map, right, of the race and allow you to see where you are on the circuit. Now that'd be worthwhile. Fucking even if somebody did it with an appy, a third party or whatever. I feel like I'm flying blind. I have no idea. Are we halfway around the circuit? Are we almost done? I don't even know. I don't even know. But yeah, after the morning we've had in this race, seeing all green up there in the destination chart, man, is navigation chart is fucking wild. What a peaceful feeling. There's gonna be a nice little leg here, guys. This is kind of epic. We'll be able to stop both times, take a look, pay our respects. Hey, I'm ready. Let's do this thing. All high sec, so it's just about going fast for the sake of going fast. Nice little stopover in a private station. That was fun, man. You get the tether, we're in high sec, get a nice long goodbye shot before we warp off. Fucking cool, guys. Cool race. Cool race. I keep saying it, but it's been fun as hell. We got endless hours of video of this stuff, so.
Warp drive active. active.
And so here we are, guys, at the very famous Malaya Space Cemetery, officially known as the Fallen Capsuleers Memorial. Just there it is. So there it is, guys, and everything you see on the overview here, these are all memorials to people. There's thousands and thousands of them, so the overview really has a hard time keeping up with what's going on here. It's a busy place, but this started out as a player-run project, and then CCP was so touched by it that they went ahead and gave it real memorial status and put a monument out there and everything. That's the space monument that you see in the distance there. Very huge, of course. Space monument. So there you go, guys. Malaya Cemetery. Hopefully we're rounding some sort of a bend in the race. Let's go dock up and get Malcor here.
Warp drive active. Docking request accepted. Warp drive active. Warp drive active. drive active. Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
So Team Rex pays respects to all the fallen capsuleers everywhere, especially those who are memorialized here. Probably won't have a chance to do this on the time trial, so heart goes out to the families and friends. That's a lot of past ones, guys. It's a lot of containers.
Warp drive active. Docking request accepted. Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
You don't see this ancient monument.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
I already know where that is. We were just there. It's in the system. Very cool. Okay, now we're making a little bit of progress and kind of catching up with the pack, so to speak.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. active. Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Okay, everybody, this is where I'm going to cut the stream for now. We pushed a good way down the track here. You can see we're quite a ways a lot more along than we were. A nice groove going, really starting to perfect doing these legs and taking precautions, checking to make sure there's stations and bug out spots. So we'll make some more progress later this afternoon. Can you zip it? I'm streaming. Thank you. My doggies need some attention. I'm going to take a little break. This seems like a good spot. And like I said, I don't want the streams to become unwieldy long to download because I'm editing them for YouTube. So this is coming up on the 3 hour and 10-minute mark or so. So it's a good place to cut it. Did great today. Survived the nullsec hairpin turn. And this morning, and then pushed through this afternoon and got quite a bit done and learned quite a bit, sort of perfected our technique, our already planned strategy, just sort of polishing it, and it's working. And we're getting down the track. I have no idea when the touring circuit of the race will end. Like, you have to do 2 circuits. One is a touring circuit where you just go around, and then the next one is the same circuit, but it's timed. And I have no idea where we are. I mean, I wish we had like a race map, you know what I mean, that would show you all the dots and connected and show you where you are on the circuit. Would be just beautiful. But there's nothing like that, so we're flying really blind that way. I have no idea how far along we've come. Maybe halfway. through the circuit. I don't know. Something like that. We might be able to finish this evening. But in any case, we're going to take a little break. Like I said, I don't want to make the streams overly long. So thanks for tuning in to our special Federation Grand Prix race coverage. Team Rex out here on the circuit, doing it and making progress. Thanks for tuning in, guys.